just for 2K. We make the screen the full size. Full size. All right, hang on to that question. I got a public service announcement, okay? All right, so listen up, man. We on, Discord over here. Make sure you get into Discord. We got a ton of good stuff. Listen, update on the Naval Academy and West Point service admissions. West Point's application opened May 1st. You could submit it, or June 1st. Make sure you get that submitted in the next week. Naval Academy's application opened in the middle of June, which is crazy. They used to open in August. Get those applications turned in immediately, okay? Now, I want to start this off with a public service announcements because in the last couple of days, man, I've had some crazy conversations with a bunch of dudes in the first block at SOAS, okay? So we had 4 guys go out to the first block of SOAS. SOAS is the SEAL Officer Selection Program. Of those 4 guys, I had 2 guys that did what I tell them to do, and I had 2 guys that did not, okay? And for the life of me, I have not figured out why this generation wants to do it on your own, wants to try to figure it out. We've been making SEAL officers since 2008, really. That's the first one we made, okay? So understand this. We're talking about 17 years of history of making officers. We probably made 50 officers in the last 17 years. So we know what we're doing. We got 6 dudes selected last year in SOAS. Okay, so for you to come on and tell me that I don't need to be running the 60 miles a week with Ruckin, and I don't need to be swimming the 25,000 meters a week, is flabbergasting to me. Well, you know what happened to the 2 dudes that didn't do what I told them to do? They ended up not finishing. Okay, ended up getting asked to leave. One of them got asked to leave on Friday. The other one didn't even finish. So understand this, man. There's a standard that you got to live up to when you go out there to compete against the Naval Academy kids. And that standard is really high. That standard is probably twice as high as it needs to be to go to BUDS and be successful in BUDS. So I want you to think about that. I've got to be twice as good showing up to SEAL Officer Assessment and Selection as I do to go to BUDS. Why is that? Well, you got to beat a bunch of Naval Academy savages, water polo players, triathlete dudes. Like, these dudes can run and swim all day, and they know the standard. So you got to beat those dudes if you're going to take a billet from the Naval Academy. I want to remind everybody, last year, they took billets from ROTC, a bunch of them, and gave them to the Naval Academy guys because the difference was so great, okay? If you want to break in, then you got to beat them dudes. That's just the bottom line. All right. End of my public service announcement. Let's see what's the first question. What you got?
Awesome. Thank you. My first question is basically regarding 18X contract. I was formerly in the Canadian Army for 3 years in the artillery, and I've been out for a few years now.
Okay.
And I'm looking to rejoin because just the direction of my life isn't going how I want it to be. Right now I'm working in the trades right now and in a mill. And it's just not what I want to be doing for my life, and I want to go back to the military. And my question is, should I rejoin the Canadian Forces, go into infantry, and pursue special forces there because I have the prior service and that does count for something? Or should I go U.S. side? I'm dual citizen, and that's why I ask. I feel better.
Go Green Beret as a dual citizen. I don't think you can.
I mean, I was born in Oklahoma. I wouldn't see why not.
Uh-oh. You still there?
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
God damn it, 2K!
Can you hear me?
Hang on. Can I hear myself? Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you, but I can... Man... Is that 2K isn't the dog? 2K knows how to... 2K, are you there? Okay, check my inputs. Hang on. We can hear both of you, but I can't hear them. Man. Okay, 2K, how do I fix this? Because this happening all the time. I got to learn how to fix this. I can't keep logging out of the live and then coming back in here and having to fix it. And I just booted the computer up, and I just started. Settings, voice, video, then input. Okay, settings, Oh man, hang on. Let me get out of here. Okay, settings, voice input, output. All right. It looks good, man. Let's check it. Hello? Hello? All right, guys, we having some technical difficulties. Yeah, check out the merch while Jake is unscrewing himself over here on the
Oh, can
Discord.
you hear me? Sorry, I was just
Okay.
muting myself.
No, he can't hear us real quick.
Oh, I mean, you can see it because I'm streaming it, but
He can't hear us right now.
soundboard.
Hold on. Let me try this.
Man, this don't make no sense, man.
No. Watch this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
All
hear
right,
you.
let's go back to this party.
I'm talking to Jake. Can you hear us?
Hello? 2K. I can't hear you, brother.
Damn.
Gosh, dog. You know what? Let me see if I can just no, I gotta reboot and start the stream over again. Golly, man. Alright, I'll be right back. Someone wants to take over. I believe Staff Sergeant Shell is traveling, so I'll be right back. Hey guys over on YouTube, I'll be right back.
Damn.